Hello everyone, hope you are all keeping well. We are back again today looking at our blue tit diary. Biddy has been very busy today and a few behavioural changes in the way she is nest building. So today I actually saw her first bit of fluff or soft material brought in, which was very exciting. It's telling us that it's going into the next phase of nest building. We noticed yesterday that there was a lot of coarse, finer material being brought in, and you can see that around her there now, which she is now trying to construct the cup. Some of you may have noticed that we are watching today's footage at normal speed. I did this because we've been watching a lot of Biddy and Miley at 3 and sometimes even 4 times the speed. So I thought for a change today we would see regular speed, just to give you a better appreciation of some of the work that she is doing while in and out of the box. So today started off just like any other day, except there was more coarse and finer material being brought in, even more so than yesterday. So this will tell us that she is well and truly on to the next stage of nest building. She's starting to focus on the nest cup. And this coarser material, this finer material, should I say, makes a lot more sense, as you can pack a whole lot more of this material into the one area, so to speak, and in turn this will create a much denser nest cup to protect her eggs and herself when sitting in the nest. You can see some of that finer material brought in this sequence. So that was the finest material that she's brought in so far, and she brings in another few bits throughout the day as well, and this again will all help strengthen and make that cup as soft and cozy for the chicks. So I do believe we have another week or so of this nest building. As you can see in this sequence, she's quite low down, and I suspect that there's still wood at the very bottom of that nest cup. So she will need to keep bringing in material to fill up that space, and that's that finer material that she's bringing in to do that with. And over time this will work for us as well, as this will also bring her up a little higher, as she can go right down. It looks like she has a ground basement down there that she's working on, a ground floor. She still is bringing in some coarser, bigger material as well. But you can see she's putting this right down into the nest cup, and this is again to try to strengthen the core of that nest cup. And it makes sense for her to be paying all this attention to her nest cup, as one, it'll be protecting her eggs, but she's also, once the eggs are laid, going to be sitting here for 11 days straight while incubating her and having Miley to feed her most of her food. So I froze her in the next sequence to take a closer look at some of this coarser material that she's bringing in. I'm not too sure what it is. It doesn't look like fur, maybe badger fur, but I'm not too sure, or really fine hay. But if you think you know what it is, leave a comment down below, and we will take a look and discuss. And you can see when she leaves in this sequence that she drags it back up again, so you have another opportunity to take a wee look at it there. That's my wee dog Buddy you were hearing there. She doesn't seem too fazed by it. So I've frozen this next sequence of her coming in. As you can see, that is certainly very soft material that she's bringing in, helping to weave all this material together, I would imagine. She's doing a lot of that behaviour when she's actually in the nest cup of pulling material out and putting it back in elsewhere. And again, I wonder, is this helping to weave this material together and helping the structure get a little bit firmer. Let me know in the comments below if you are enjoying seeing Biddy working at her normal speed, or did you prefer when it was sped up? So let me know. So in the next sequence, she actually brings in what looks like some pine needles. Now I know birds of prey bring in pine needles to their nest to act as a bug deterrent or as a fly repellent. I wonder, is that what's going on here? Is it good to have a little bit of that material in the nest, or is it just another piece of material to help construct her nest? So there was a little less nest building done today than other days, but I would imagine this is because the bulk of the work is done. All that moss that you're seeing in front of you, I think, is what keeps them busiest when building their nests first. And I'd say the hard part is over, and now it's just the matter of getting that egg or the nest cup just perfect. You can see what looks like to be another pine needle, possibly, and also a little bit of feather brought in there. So this was actually the last sequence that had nest building in it for the rest of the day. She cleared off possibly gallivanting with Miley for the rest of the day, and she wasn't back until 5 to 8. And you can see that her demeanor here is completely different. She just looks like she's winding down for the night, and that is in fact what she done. So she makes her way into the nest cup and fluffs herself up and tucks herself in for the night, in possibly preparation of another busy day tomorrow to try to get this nest closer to completion. So as always guys, if you're enjoying the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment on what you thought, and if you haven't already, subscribe. So until next time, bye bye, have a good day.